Hello, my lovely financial fashionistas. This is Joy with Joyful Budgeting Co. And I'm beyond excited for today's bi-weekly cash unstuffing and stuffing session because we've got a lot to cover. Today is going to be one of those full sessions where we really get our finances dialed in. We're starting by unstuffing our variable envelopes to see what we managed to save over the past 2 weeks. And every bit of that leftover money is getting reallocated straight over to our rollover challenge. You know how much I love that part. But we're not stopping there. We're also going to be stuffing our quarterly and annual bills today in our bill binder, making sure we're prepared for those bigger expenses that can catch us off guard if we're not ready. But because of our binder, we'll definitely be ready. And then we'll stuff our variable envelopes and our reserve binder to get us completely set up for the next 2 weeks. This is what being proactive with our money looks like. By doing this, we're prepared and ready to take on those expenses that tend to surprise us. No more scrambling, no more stress, just organized, intentional money management at its finest. So let's dive in and get ourselves completely set up for financial success. We're going to start with our variable envelopes. Let's see what we've got left over and how we did. For gas, we have $40 remaining. And kiddos, we're completely tapped out. In groceries, we have $70 remaining. And in spending, we didn't spend anything. We got 150, 220, 5, 30, 31, 32, 33. $233. We're going to roll that over so we can do something amazing. And that means we have a total of $50, $70, $90, $110 that we will be stuffing into our rollover challenge today. That means we were able to reel things in and we recovered nicely after the holiday. Let's get our marker and mark 110 on this little piggy, which lets me know we will be adding to our surplus reserve because we're going to get another placeholder in here. But let's see how much we've saved in our rollover challenge. We have $3,400 in high yield savings, 50, 100, 20, 40, 60, 80, 85, 86, 87, 89, 90. So we have $3,590 in our rollover challenge. Let's do a 50 and 2 20s for that 90. Now this should be 100. So that's 50, 70, 90, 95, 96, 97, 98. That's 50, 3,500, 20, 40, 60, 80, 85, 86, 87, 88, $89. That means we need $89 here and a $100 placeholder. So we're going to do a 50, a 20, and this $9 here. So we should have $110 here, and we do, because this is 50, 70, 90, 110. Let's get our surplus reserve so we can make this happen. First, out of surplus reserve, we're going to grab our $100 placeholder and our $10 bill. Let's put this 110 here, and we'll get these smaller bills stuffed. So we'll put our 50 right in here and our 20s right in here for $110. Let's not forget to make our entry in the back. We have 12, 5 of 25, rollover 100. So now we have $642 in surplus reserve. Now we have a nice, neat, condensed $3,589. This rollover challenge is really making a larger wave for me than I ever would have dreamed of. What I've decided I'm going to do is I'm going to use these funds to pay off a high interest debt. So whichever one the highest interest is, that's what I'm going to use the rollover challenge for. That way I can move a bit further towards living in the lap of luxury. And my definition of that is living consumer debt free. Then I'll extend it beyond that. Now for our bill binder. For bills and our variable envelopes, we have 50, 100, 50, 200, 20, 40, 60, 80, 300, 20, 40, 60, 70, 80, 90, 400, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, 65, 66, 67, 68. So $468. For our first bill that we're stuffing is going to be Disney Plus. That one is $15. So we're going to add 15 to what we have here, which means we now have 50, 70, 80, 85, $90. Next, we have our Recology bill. And we will be adding $43. So that's $43. So now we've got 20, 40, 60, 80, 81, 82, 83, 84, 85, $86 saved here. This one is a quarterly bill that we pay. Recology handles our trash, recycling, and compost. All right, and that's it for our bills stuffing. And now for all the fun, our variable envelopes and reserve binder. I will stuff them simultaneously. For those that are new here, the reserve binder is the binder that holds the funds for week 2. I don't stuff it all at the same time. And the reason I do this is because I have a certain amount of funds available to me from one week to the next for variable expenses. I don't want to have an influx of funds. I don't want to expect a little more funds in order to maintain my current cadence when it comes to spending habits. So I split the 2 weeks up. In our reserve binder, we are going to start with gas. So gas is $100 each week. So we have 50, 70, 90, $100 that we're going to put in reserve, and 50, 70, 90, $100 that we're going to put in our variable envelope for our wallet. Next, we're going to move forward with kids. And they're able to earn $20 per week. So we've got 5, 10, 15, 20, 5, 10, 15, 20. So let's get our funds stuffed in reserve and that $20 stuffed in our wallet variable envelope. Next, we have groceries. We spend $150 every 2 weeks. So that's $75 per week. So we've got 50, 20. So we've got 50, 75 for our wallet envelope and 50, 75 for our reserve envelope. Next, we have spending. That's an additional $10 this week, which brings us to 150, 200, 20, 35, 40, 41, 42, 43, $243 in our spending envelope and 10 additional dollars for our reserve binder. Tithes, we do tithe. That's private, so I will be stuffing that off camera. And just like that, my lovely financial fashionistas, we're completely set up and ready to rock the next 2 weeks. What a productive session this was. I'm feeling so good knowing that our rollover challenge is growing with those leftover funds. Our quarterly and annual bills are taken care of, and both our variable envelopes and reserve binder are fully stuffed and ready to go. This is what financial peace of mind feels like and looks like. The best part, those surprise expenses that used to stress us out, they're not surprises anymore because we're prepared. We've taken control of our money instead of letting our money control us. And that shift is absolutely everything. This is the power of planning ahead and being intentional with every single dollar. We're not just managing money, we're mastering it. If you love to seeing this complete system in action, please give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to Joyful Budgeting Co. for more comprehensive cash stuffing sessions. Tell me in the comments below what's the expense that used to surprise you that you're now prepared for. I love celebrating those wins with you. Until our next session, stay prepared, stay intentional, and keep crushing it. This is Joy with Joyful Budgeting Co. I'll see you in 2 weeks for our next cash stuffing, but in just a few for our Fun Friday video. Bye for now.